Welcome to the deep dive. Today we are strapping in not just for speed, but for, well, spectacle.
That's a good word for it.
We're going right through the gilded gates and deep into the world of new cars. So impossibly expensive, they make a $500,000 supercar look. Honestly, a little common.
It's a completely different stratosphere. We are moving past vehicles defined by speed and, pure engineering.
Right.
And we're entering a space where they're defined by artistry, by scarcity.
Exactly. Our mission today is to figure out the ultimate ceiling of automotive luxury. What separates that $500,000 track monster you see on billboards from a $30 million coach-built masterpiece that exists in maybe 4 or 5 garages on the entire planet? Let's unpack this.
Well, what separates them isn't just the craftsmanship. It's a fundamental market reality. These aren't just modes of transportation anymore.
No.
They're certified assets. A lot of people in the finance world are actually calling them rolling sculptures.
Rolling sculptures, I like that.
And to put a number on it, the total global valuation of cars sold for at least $1 million. Just that elite category. It actually exceeded $1 billion in 2025.
$1 billion for the first time.
For the first time in history. So that milestone alone shows you this isn't just a niche, it's a global financial ecosystem.
Wow. Okay, so our deep dive today is all about the how and the why of this hyper-luxury world. We're going to zero in on what drives the buyers, the extreme craftsmanship that somehow justifies these insane prices.
Right.
And we're going to finish with the definitive countdown. The top 10 most expensive new vehicles you can commission today. You hear the term luxury car all the time, but the sheer size of the market is immense. The sources we looked at show that the U.S. market for vehicles priced over $100,000 is estimated at $110 billion today.
And the projections are they're nearly doubling. They're expecting it to hit up to $215 billion by 2035.
That's incredible growth.
It is, but we kind of need to define the brackets to really understand this explosion.
Okay, break it down for us.
So luxury is your entry level, sort of. $100,000 to $170,000. Think of a very nice high-spec German sedan.
Got it.
Then you jump to ultra luxury. That's from $170,000 up to $500,000. This is your traditional Ferrari, your Lamborghini territory.
And then the air gets really thin, the hyper luxury.
Anything above that $500,000 mark.
Yeah.
And that's where the rules they change entirely. You're not just paying for performance anymore.
You're paying for an experience.
A one-off experience, exactly.
So that's the key question, right? Why are people spending that kind of money? Is it simply about having the biggest number? Or is there a deeper driver here?
It's increasingly dual-layered, but it's often deeply emotional at its core.
Emotional.
Yeah, our sources indicate that over 30% of buyers in this high-end segment are primarily motivated by a pure emotional attraction to the brand or to the design. It was a great quote we found.
What was it?
Luxury is experiential. You don't need a car, but you want it. It's about fulfilling a lifelong aspirational desire.
That makes perfect sense for someone who's, achieved a certain level of success. But what about the other side of it? The numbers suggest something a little more tactical is happening.
Oh, absolutely. Especially among younger buyers. We're talking millennials and Gen Z. There's a strategic element. They see these cars as a legitimate store of wealth.
Like art or high-end watches.
Precisely. Unlike a mass-market car, these vehicles often retain, or, and this is critical, appreciate in value. Because of that, the secondary market for these exclusive cars is actually projected to grow up to 1.5 times faster than new sales.
That idea, the car as a tradable, wealth-preserving asset, that is a massive shift. And speaking of younger buyers, the data showed some really fascinating generational differences.
It did.
Millennials and Gen Z, they're way less loyal to those traditional anchor brands like Porsche and Ferrari. They're more open to new, disruptive players.
And here's the most surprising part.
The financing.
Exactly. Over a third of this younger, high net worth group is more likely to finance or lease. They're not always paying cash up front. They're treating it like a strategic leverage play.
It's all about opportunity cost, I guess, even when you have the cash.
Right.
Okay, so if financing is a strategic move for the ultra-luxury tier, what justifies the price for those who do pay, say, $30 million in cash? Is it just performance? or something else entirely?
It's far beyond that.
Yeah.
Once you hit the tens of millions, the cost is driven less by engine output and almost entirely by brand legacy, material science, extreme limited production.
And man hours.
Thousands of hours of artisan labor. This is the glorious return of what we call coach building.
Coach building. So that's where the body and the interior are designed completely bespoke for a client, right? Not just customizing a standard model.
Exactly. It's a total reimagining of the vehicle tailored to the owner's specific taste. And Rolls-Royces, well, they're absolutely defining that extreme ceiling right now.
I remember that quote about the earlier swept tail model.
Yeah.
The design director called it
The automotive equivalent of haute couture.
Yes. It's literally fashion, but on 4 wheels and with a V12 engine.
And the current peak of that modern automotive artistry is the Rolls-Royce Droptail series. It's limited to just 4 cars globally.
The definition of exclusivity.
It is. The very first one, the Le Rose Noir Droptail, it was inspired by the black Baccara rose. And crucially, it's not built on Rolls-Royce's standard platform.
So it's not a modified Phantom or Cullinan.
Not at all. It's built on a completely bespoke monocoque chassis that was developed just for these 4 Droptails. That alone just exponentially increases the development costs and the time.
You mentioned time. The sources said it took 4 years just to craft this one car. I mean, where does all that time go?
It goes into human artistry. Hit the interior parquetry. It has 1,603 individual pieces of hand-cut black sycamore wood veneer,
1,600 pieces.
all arranged to look like abstract, falling rose petals across the interior. The wood itself was sourced from a sustainable forest in Europe and then treated specifically for the climate, where the owner plans to use the car.
To make sure it doesn't warp or crack. That is an obsession with a detail.
And here's the kicker. One single artisan dedicated over 9 months.
9 months.
9 months.
Right.
Just to the process of placing and assembling those 1,603 pieces. That's why the price is what it is.
Wow.
And for a final touch of just pure absurdity, it has an integrated Audemars Piguet timepiece on the dash, a custom-made one, which the owner can actually detach and wear as a wristwatch.
I love that detail. A removable 8-figure timepiece built right into the car's console. That is the definition of bespoke. Okay, that context brings us to the main event. We have established the bar for exclusivity.
And it's high.
The price is currently sitting around $30 million. Now let's count down the current top 10 most expensive new cars in the world.
And this countdown, it really captures the tension in the hyper-luxury market. You've got these pure high-performance speed monsters right up against the one-off coach-built masterpieces.
It's art versus engineering.
Precisely.
Starting at number 10, we have the Pagani Huayra Imola Roadster, priced at $6 million and limited to just 8 units. This thing is all about extreme performance.
Pure aggression.
It has this crazy open-top aerodynamics package that generates a ridiculous 600 kilograms of downforce at 280 kilometers per hour. That thing is just glued to the road.
And sticking with Pagani for number 9, we move up a bit to the Huayra Codalunga.
Codalunga.
Longtail.
Longtail, exactly. $7.4 million and only 5 units. The silhouette is a direct tribute to the sleek, extended bodies of the 1960s Le Mans race cars.
And this came from their special projects division, right? The Grandi Complicazioni.
Brand Complications, a perfect name for it.
Number 8 is a bit of an outlier on this list. The Mercedes-Maybach Exelero at $8 million.
I love this one.
What's fascinating here is that it's a true one-off, but it was commissioned way back in 2005, not by a person, but by a tire company.
Solda, yeah. They wanted to test their carried Exelero tire range at speeds over 350 kilometers per hour. It's basically a hyperspeed tire commercial that became an automotive legend. It is a piece of working history. Okay, number 7. Bugatti 110.
At $9 million. Yeah. This is a 10-unit car, and it's a modern homage to the classic Bugatti EB110. It's a technical powerhouse, producing, 1,578 horsepower?
Just a casual 1,500 horses. Now we are entering the double-digit millions. Number 6 is the Rolls-Royce Sweptail.
Ah, the original record holder.
This is the car that held the title for years. Back in 2017, it was priced at $13 million. It really defined that haute couture segment with its boat-inspired profile and that massive panoramic all-glass roof.
It really did. It shifted the whole conversation from speed to sculpture.
And immediately after that art object, we get technical absurdity. Number 5 is the SP Automotive Chaos.
A Greek ultra car, as they call it, valued at $14.4 million, and it boasts a claimed 3,065 horsepower.
Okay, stop. 3,065 horsepower. Is that even a real number, or is that just marketing?
I mean, it represents an extreme technical ambition. Whether you get that number perfectly in every condition is another question. But what's genuinely innovative is the material science behind it.
How so?
The components, even the wheels and brakes, are made using aerospace-grade 3D printing. They're structurally optimized in a way that traditional manufacturing just can't touch. They're pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
Okay, fair enough. Taking the number 4 spot, the Pagani Zonda HP Barchetta, $17 million.
And only 3 were ever made. The first one was custom built for Horacio Pagani himself.
That's the one with the open-top Barchetta body. And, my favorite detail, a 6-speed manual transmission.
$17 million for an analog experience. That manual transmission says everything you need to know about the emotional connection these buyers have with the actual act of driving.
Absolutely. Okay, now we reach the true titans, the 8-figure behemoths.
Here we go.
At number 3, the Bugatti La Voiture Noire. It's valued between $18 and $18.7 million. A true one-off hypercar.
And it's a tribute to Jean Bugatti's lost Type 57 SC Atlantic. The construction is what's fascinating here. It's a single-piece carbon fiber body with this seamless, reflection-free, black carbon glossy finish.
It's meant to look like a black hole just absorbing the light.
Exactly. A tribute to a legend that itself is lost to history.
The runner-up at number 2 is the Rolls-Royce Boat Tail. The price, a staggering $28 million.
And its inspiration is drawn directly from J-class yachts. It's just a statement of leisure that transcends the road. The famous feature, of course, is the hosting suite.
The hosting suite.
The wooden rear deck unfolds, butterfly style, to reveal this lavish setup. You get a parasol, 2 bespoke leather stools, and a double refrigerator.
A fridge.
Built specifically to chill the owner's favorite champagne bottles to precisely 6 degrees Celsius. That's not a car feature, that's a picnic accessory on a whole other level.
It's the ultimate expression of needing nothing and having everything. And finally, taking the crown for the world's most expensive new car today, the Rolls-Royce La Rose Noire Droptail.
With an estimated price of $30 to $32 million. This is the current undisputed champion.
And we already talked about the artistry, the bespoke chassis, the single artisan spending 9 months on the interior.
It's the ultimate validation that at this height, human artistry and exclusivity are just far more valuable than the simple speed performance offered by something like a Bugatti.
So when we talk about a $30 million new car, we have to put that in context against the classic car auction market, because history can push those values even higher.
Oh, that's absolutely right. The new car ceiling is massive, but the historical auction ceiling is, well, it's stratospheric. The undisputed record holder for any car sold publicly at auction is a piece of racing history.
And that title belongs to the 1955 Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR Uhlenhaut Coupe.
An absolute legend. Only 2 of these were ever built, based directly on the W196 Formula One racer. It sold in 2022 for a breathtaking $142.4 million.
$142 million.
Some sources rounded to $143 million. But either way, to put that in perspective for you, that price places it among the top 10 most expensive items ever sold at any auction, globally, right alongside major works of art.
That really frames the whole conversation about value, doesn't it? This deep dive shows that the highest prices reflect human artistry, cutting-edge materials, and just unparalleled exclusivity. You're buying an art object or a rare appreciating asset.
And here's where it gets really interesting for the next decade. There's a big question here. As the mass market rapidly shifts to electrification,
Right.
the highest tier of the market, these $20 million plus commissions, remains firmly committed to big internal combustion engines. The V12, the W16, the emotional appeal, the sound, the analog mastery. It's still outweighing the push for efficiency.
So it's a contrast between these analog masters and the emerging electric hypercars, like that SP Automotive chaos we mentioned. That's going to define the next decade of ultra-luxury.
Exactly. Does a bespoke $30 million silent electric masterpiece have the same pull as a screaming V12?
It forces you to consider what's truly valuable. Is it mechanical complexity or pure artistic expression?
That's the question.
Indeed. Which brings us to our final question for you, the listener. If money were absolutely no object, and you had to pick one car from our top 10 list, which one would you choose to roll out of your impossible garage?
I think I would have to choose the Rolls-Royce Boat Tail.
The Boat Tail.
The sheer audacity of it, the yacht inspiration, that fully integrated hosting suite, a parasol and a champagne fridge unfolding from the back. That's not a car. That is a unique, mobile social experience. It's an event.
A completely impractical lifestyle statement, which is why it's perfect. I get that. For me, I'm taking the number 3 car. The Bugatti La Voiture Noire.
Ah, good choice.
That reflection-free black carbon finish, the seamless bodywork, the mysterious tribute to the lost Atlantic. It's pure, beautiful automotive theater that commands attention without screaming for it.
It's hard to argue with a tribute to a lost legend. An excellent choice.
We hope this deep dive gave you a fast track into the billion-dollar garage and made you think about the true nature of value in this age of hyper-luxury, where a car is less about driving and more about defining an era. Thank you for joining us.